Okay, welcome back. This is what episode is this? Episode 6, I think. To double check that. But yeah, this is the next episode of playing through Prophecies, Guild Wars Prophecies. We just finished the first mission last episode of the Great Northern Wall. We did a few quests and we got up to level 8, which pretty strong enough for this Ascalon area, I believe. I don't think we're really gonna need to do many quests unless we come across like some some skill quests. My character was frozen there for a second. Seeing issues. Alright, it seems okay now. So we're gonna be just going through the missions now. Hopefully my goal of this video is to get to do maybe try and do 2 missions. I don't know if we can get to Shiver Peak Mountains. Yeah, the missions we're about to do is we're kind of guiding the Ascalonian people outside of Ascalon into Shiver Peak Mountain. See how that goes. I like the party. New fighter mate. Kinda liked having the archer, even though the archer doesn't do much damage. He also kind of stays out of trouble. I might take Reyna here. All ranged party. Yeah, like this. This is a mission that brings back a lot of nostalgia every time I play it. There's some pretty memorable things that you have to do in this one. We're pushing back the Charr army single-handedly. Remember in the end of the last mission, they invaded. They pushed through the wall. This is actually tricky right here. We need to kind of try and rescue these warriors, and it might be kind of hard to do, but we'll try it. Especially we need to save this Master Armin Saberlin. We lost one warrior. I think it's okay. Turn the volume down a bit. I just remembered I wanted to bring that mantra of flame, but I forgot. Should be fine. My henchmen are now level 6. I'm level 8. Should be okay. Where's Saberlin guy? I thought it was important that we save these guys. Maybe it's not. I thought we get like a bonus objective from them. First battle is good. Remember, this is a mission, so if our party wipes, we have to start all over. Always try and see the enemy AI always try and targets our healer. So you gotta try and feel for her a bit. Casting empathy on them immediately is a good idea. Try and make sure it's not getting targeted. Much easier for a monk to heal the party if they're not running around. We do have some nice NPC helps here. I don't know how long they stay with us. There is a quest over there, Gurn Blanston. The rare quest inside of a mission. I don't think there are many of those in the game. Gurn blasted. This person wants a message to their wife. Okay, this is pretty rare. This is a side quest. Has nothing to do with the, but it's inside of the mission. I think it's probably the only one in the game. I guess the internet decided that it's not something they want to keep doing. But anyway, I remember this quest is pretty easy. Forgot which one. Deliver a message from life. It's an easy 500 experience. So why not pick it up? NPC still following us? What level are they? 5. Ascalonian chest there. I happen to have a key for. See, those rangers use ignite arrows. Does AoE fire damage. That's kind of why I wanted the mantra of flame. But he dropped pretty fast. You're kind of bulldozing through here. Oh, there's a bonus. Okay. Yeah, so if you keep Master Saberlin alive long enough, you'll give a bonus objective. There we go. Rescue Dieter Saberlin from his Charr in prison. That's what we wanted. If you let him die at the beginning of this mission, you cannot do the bonus. Where's that chest? Ah. What is it? Where did it come from? See that? Oh, weird. Alright, let's see if we get anything good. Use the key. Keys can only be used one time. And got a hammer. Awesome. Even a good hammer. Oh, here. Not cool looking. That's actually not a bad hammer for the level. 10 to 15 damage, and it does 13% more damage while about 50% health. Didn't get a chance to look at these. I mean, this is for a necromancer, this is for a water elementalist. Fire element. I only have level 3 fire. That's not bad. I mean, that's 11 energy pretty much. That's a pretty good low level offhand for a firecaster. Like there was something. So I don't think these NPCs will follow us beyond this point. Stay here. Shame. Nice AoE damage. Yeah, see, that's the best part of these AoE spells. Even if they move out of it, you have to remember, while they're running away, they're not really doing anything. You know, they're not hurting you. So it's a pretty good way of doing a lot of AoE damage, while also kind of like a CC, you know, crowd control. And they're ranged enemies, so by default they're going to be standing still. So that whenever you have an AoE spell, it's always probably better to target a ranged character rather than a melee character. At least in PvE. Overkilling at this point. So, I don't remember this being this easy. So we need, there's Saberlin's name, Armin Saberlin's son. But we need to go this way because this is the high ground. If we try and go through that low ground, we'll be at a pretty we'll be like in a crossfire of these archers. Again, you gotta think pretty strategically in this game. Definitely can't recommend enough making sure you have the highest armor possible before starting this mission. Now we can turn their vantage point against them. We have the high ground. Who's casting that on us? Someone's casting Firestorm on us. Not good. Good. Able to nuke them a bit. The Martyr, the Charr Martyrs, those are the healers of the group. Stalker is usually Ranger, or is always a Ranger. Martyr is always a Monk. Chaot, a Mesmer. Mindspark is also a Mesmer. Maybe the Chaot is a Necromancer. Another boss. Oh, we have a Blade Warrior who's obviously a warrior. You're going to target the boss here. Range. Kind of stays put. I actually should have put empathy on the warrior just now, but luckily, killing the boss recharges all of your skills instantly. Gives you a lot of momentum in a fight. Alright, now in this area, we have no choice but to take the low ground, I think. Backtrack. I could not take the high ground. Mindspark Stalker. I'm gonna target the Monk. So now that we're on the low ground, we're actually going to take extra damage from those stalkers. Not really that noticeable, luckily. And he positioned in a weird spot so that projectiles could not go through that, but spells can. So we do not want to go through here at first. Notice that this enemy is coming down. If we were to engage that enemy right there, we'd be taking on 2 mobs. We just wait for them to come to us here. Retreating. So I might make my party stay back. That way I don't engage both at the same time. Getting healed by the Martyr up there. Alright, we might need to engage. Not damage the Martyr. Come here. I'm gonna move my... Martyr. Target him. You didn't see the damage there, but yeah, I'm doing a lot of AoE damage. Clean. Alright. Where is villain? Get how the... Oh. Stalker and Stalker. Martyr, Mind Spark, and a Stalker. The cool thing about empathy is you get in a position like this where, you know, he's not doing any damage, he's basically firing right into a mountain. Putting empathy on him still does damage. It damages him for every attack that he attempts. So as long as he's still trying to attack me, it's just like free damage there. Things that are not projectiles, like this energy burn, they go through the mountain there, through the obstacle. Come back. Like, warriors are good classes, don't get me wrong, but I am definitely glad I did not bring one on this mission. There's just so many ranged battles here. Like, this would be a really tough mission if you were if you went warrior in this. You would just kind of be waiting for your henchmen to do all the fighting for you. Or you would have to like charge into really bad. You have to Leroy Jenkins every fight. Did finish the bonus. Or slaughtered and carried off many of our friends. They must be stopped. We can get to the trebuchets north of here. Perhaps there's hope. Bonus finished. I think we're about halfway through this mission. There's another area. We got 2 mobs up here on the ridge, and then 1 boss mob running at us. Always good to just, you know they're gonna come at you, you let them come to you. Usually it's the other way around, but Charr are pretty aggressive, so. Okay, you just want to stay and... Yeah. It's another way to get rid... Another good thing about the AoE is... If you're getting targeted by melee characters, that's a good time to put it on them, because it just makes them not want to attack you. I want to... If possible, I want to hug this wall while I'm not engaging both of these. Put my flag here. Yes, I can pass from here. Oh, they're coming to us. What we want. Try and get rid of his energy. Nice. I'll move the flag up a little bit, hugging this wall. Do not want to aggro the other mob. Alright, one more. Might be a good item for us. Does more damage. I do like that extra armor though. Really coming in handy. Highly salvageable. Got 5 iron ingots from that one cane. Oh. No need to backtrack and take them out. So we're almost done with the mission. This is the pretty cool part of the mission, in my opinion. Very easy to mess this up though, so I'm gonna do my best. Random feather. Okay, so fire callers now. These are elementalists. They do a lot of AoE damage. They might even take reduced... Oh, they don't. I thought they might take reduced fire damage. It actually looks like they take extra fire damage. Mesmer is just so powerful. Because it's kind of deceptively strong. Another boss here. Graze the... And 2 fire callers. I'm just using all my energy stealing spells on them. I mean, they can't cast anything at that point. What do you got for me?
Damn Charr snuck up while I was repairing this trebuchet. It's missing a release lever, a restraining bolt, and an arming crank.
I love his accent.
Search the other wrecked trebuchets to find those 3 pieces and bring them to me. If you do, I can fix this little lovely, and we'll give those Charr a taste of their own filth.
I don't know if...
To activate the trebuchet after it's fixed, pull the lever once to load it, and once again to fire it. Anything under its blast will get blown to bits. But hurry! More Charr come through the wall every minute.
For some reason, I don't remember the voice acting in this. They always have voice acting? Weird that I don't remember it. Seems like I would remember his voice. Something else down there. So we need to go after these direct catapults and then try and find some salvageable parts. I think we can only carry 1 part at a time, yeah. Here's another example of why it would be nice to have some running skills in a mission. There's a lot of backtracking in the missions. Not really a big fan of. So having like 1 skill, like I could probably get rid of this resurrection signet, seeing as no one's dying. Then putting a running skill there. Sympathy on the warrior. Does 0 damage to my healer now. It's so strong. I mean, even as a monk, if you went like Monk Mesmer, and then pick up a little bit of domination magic, if you see a warrior running towards you, just put empathy on him. Go back to healing. 1 more, and I'm pretty sure it's back there. The most inconvenient path is usually the correct one in these missions. I'm gonna start empathy on the warrior. Then I can just focus on the caster. Kind of stocking up on these carvings. Be the last one. Alright, let's see what this trebuchet can do. A little tiny trebuchet. Activate the trebuchet, pull the lever once to load it and once again to fire. I'm guessing we're going to use it on all of those guys. We could fight them, but let's not. Don't want to risk losing this mission. I want to have to start all the way over. Okay, it's loaded and fire. It's like a flaming pot. Can we see it? See it fly in? There it goes. Boom. Insta deaths for all of them. Don't get any experience for that, but okay. Look at the damage. Oh, it would have been nice if we had an extra key. That. They're like gathering around this bag of rice. Another catapult or a trebuchet. Need to use it on those. This one we need to be a little bit tricky or a little bit clever with. Alright, so what I might need to do here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a lot of enemies there. What I could do, that's kind of risky. I could send my I don't want to risk losing this. Farm it first. If I had another player, I could send one of them over there. Guys are coming over to me. Take these guys out real quick. Yeah, be nice to have another player here. They're kind of spread out. I'm actually gonna use the... Oh, so they do come close. They're all coming down. Maybe keeping them there kind of triggers the AI. Gather there. And time it just right. I'll take all of them out. Let's do it now. take out that mob. Boom. Let's see if I can... They move my team. Okay. Kind of a moment they change positions. Let's see. I guess we're gonna just take them out one mob at a time. If I lose my party trying to take them out, then I risk I risk having to fight the boss by myself. I'm not sure if I can manage that. I'm using a bow here because it has longer range than my cane, and I can bring them back like that. And at least this way we'll get experience, so there's a bonus there. Not quite as satisfying as bombing them all at once, but like if I had someone hit the lever back there, what I could actually do is run and grab the boss and lure him down here and use the trebuchet to just take him out. And I think that finishes the mission once we kill that boss. But either way, getting it done either way. Kind of teleported there, you see that? Alright, one more mob, and then the boss, and we're finished. Kind of underestimating how long these missions take. We're definitely not going to have time to do the next mission after this, which is also another pretty good one. I think the next one is like Yolani Academy or something. I think there's 2 more missions after this, and then we make it to the Shiver Peak Mountains. Are the Ravager, the warrior boss. I think all the bosses, the same bosses every time, but their locations are random. Did not mean to shatter my empathy heck on them. That's a big mistake. Not really attacking though. Good. That should do it. I think we finished. Oh, we do have to finish them off. This, did you see that armor that dropped? It was unidentified. Whenever you have armor that is identifiable like this, whenever you... Oh, this is where the Great Northern Wall mission is, isn't it? Huh. Alright, let me explain that armor that just dropped. It's a pretty big item. Where were you, Prince Rurik?
The time for action has come. No more cowering behind this wall. From now on, we take the fight to our enemies.
Prince Rurik! Prince Rurik!
What is it?
Prince Rurik! We are victorious, but it
How many
has
times
cost
you gonna
us
say it?
greatly. During their retreat, the Charr took prisoners. Several of our wounded have been carried off.
Why would they take prisoners?
Ascalons will live in fear of these beasts no more. We march to the north to free our brothers and take back that which has been taken from us.
Does he have a British accent or North American accent? Seems a little bit in between. Alright, yeah, if you forget to pick up any items in the mission, a cool thing is you get a chance to get them at the end. So don't need to worry about that. Alright, this is what I was gonna say. This whenever you see usually this armor is useless other than being salvageable. But whenever you see an identifiable armor like this, it means that there is a rune inside. And a rune can go into your armor slot to upgrade it. We got a radiant rune, so that means if I salvage the rune out of this, I can put the rune on my armor pieces and it gives me that bonus. So 3 energy for chest, 2 for leg, and 1 on my mask or gloves or boots. It's a pretty good one, especially for a caster. Some more quests here, but yeah, I'm pretty sure none of these are skill classes. There is a there is a quest. It gives a mesmer item there actually. Where does it want us to go? Pockmarked flight flats. I'll accept it. I probably won't do it because it's kind of out of the way. 1,000 experience is not too shabby though. What do I want to do? I've got some gold here. No merchant. There's a weapons merchant here. No. Nothing. Okay, so he can customize weapons. It makes the weapon only able to be used by your character, but it does an extra like 20% more damage. So if you really like an item that you don't plan on getting rid of, pretty good to use it. It only costs 10 gold. Gives you a 20% damage bonus. You're gonna be selling a lot of stuff. I'm gonna sell the belt because I didn't find any extra ones. I like this item, but we're gonna sell it. Sell it. Sell. That. So there's an item that I want to get to be able to salvage that rune, and we need an expert salvage kit for that. That costs 400 gold though. Go ahead and get an Ascalonian key because seems like in every mission we're finding chests. Let me go ahead and get 2 of them. Oh, no. A bag is what we need. We have some bag slots. More inventory space. Only 5 extra. Those can actually be upgraded later on too to give 5 extra bonus there. So you can end up with kind of a lot of inventory space. Nothing like Guild Wars 2 inventory, but not bad. And I'm not using the storage. You probably noticed I'm not using storage. There's a storage service over here. I'm not using it because that contains all of my gold and items from my main characters. And for this playthrough, I'm kind of making it a pure playthrough where I'm not getting any extra help from my other characters. Kind of like a Iron Man or a fresh account would go through, which unfortunately makes us have pretty lacking in inventory space, but it's not too bad. Alright, well, my prediction was wrong. I was hoping we would be able to do 2 quests or 2 missions today. But yeah, that took That took like 40 minutes to do that mission. Wait, did it? I don't feel like I went through it slowly. It's just kind of how the missions go. Yeah, we'll stop the episode here. And when we come back, we'll be doing the next mission. Thanks for watching.